Hey everyone, it's me, Matthias. What is this music that's currently? Hold on. What is this? I forgot what I put in here. It's just a random music playlist. Hello Moo, hello Rafa, hello Alex, hello Vargan. Wait, is this Chrono Trigger?
Why are the squids so horrible to those Japan's people in those games?
Ah
Crying
man,
face emoji.
yeah, it's a long history. It's a long history. Squids, people, a tale as old as time. I think I forgot to say someone's name. Bargain. Here and happy. Uh, Casual casualty. Hello, 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 me. Man, I was thinking earlier today, like, I really want to do more segments in the beginning where I do just chatting and I just talk about stuff. But then, in the beginning, I could never think of anything to say. And then when outside of streaming, I have started to have those thoughts of like, man, should I think about this or should I save it for streaming? Hello, Charles Sketch. Hello, hello. I always try to, also, I try to emphasize Charles Ketch as if that is your last name. Maybe it is. Charles Ketch. But even as I emphasize it, it just does not translate. It's just the same anyway. I've started having those thoughts of like, man, should I think about this while I'm streaming? Man, or while I'm not streaming, should I save it? And then I thought, you know what? It's probably good practice to think about that. But what I realized by trying to think of things to say for just chatting is that I'm not very funny. All I could come up with was like, what if Kirby did this? I'm just replacing Mario with Kirby. What if Kirby became a vegan? What if Kirby ate someone? That works with me. Good to hear. What if Kirby? There's something about Mario that's beautiful. I won't turn this into a Mario stream. I will not. But there's something that is so beautiful to capture about Mario. Also, there's TTS on the channel now. I wanted to try it out. Let's see. Try this out.
Try this out.
Yeah, beautiful. I like that voice. Stolen from Lily Hops. I don't think she owns that, but that's the only other channel I've heard it on. So that's the only thing that comes to mind. What game is this? You know, this whole thing here almost seems like it could be Star Wars or World War II. Like, Star Wars has a lot of, like, World War II inspiration in the early design, right? I think I know what it is. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Could this be Wolfenstein?
Can you guys hear that helicopter?
That was okay. No, I could not hear it. I've never heard. Hold on, franchise Wolfenstein. I've owned Wolfenstein 2 for so long and I've never played it. It's wrong. The New Order did it. Yeah, there was something here. I was thinking World War II. Actually, first Star Wars. You know, the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon kind of looks like this. Falcon? Did I say that? And I kind of miss that about Star Wars. There used to be like a lot of inspiration, not just from World War II, but like culture and stuff in general, I feel like. That was my idea as well. Forget which was which. Yeah. The New Order, I don't even know if is that like the third one of the new ones. I'm not entirely certain. Would I have guessed it here? Maybe here I would have guessed it if I didn't know from that. This seems kind of crazy, Wolfenstein-ish. I've never even played a single game, but you know, it has its own style for sure. Unplayed? What is this? Could this be what's that game? It's not called, oh, it is called Enslaved. No? I'm thinking of a very specific game where you play as an evil guy. Hell Knight? No. Wait, could this be Alice? Maybe I should have guessed that from seeing that one. What's his name? America's Alice? Madness Returns? I did it. Okay. I should have been able to guess from this, right? bunny, rabbit, clock. So easy. Cover art. This is Ace Attorney. One of the Ace Attorneys. Apollo Justice? No? What is the early one called? Wait, is it not? Is it a fighting game? That doesn't look like a guy. Huh. Oh no. I've only played the first Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Could this one? Okay, I did it. There you go. And I only want to do the artwork one. I feel like I always fail on the other ones so hard. But I might as well. What? Capcom? Oh, Devil May Cry? I did it. I was kind of thinking of watching X-Play episodes, but I think maybe I'll save that for like a break or something like that. I'm kind of feeling Kirby right now. I don't know, it's such a wild gamble to watch X-Play, I feel like, because X-Play can go either way, where it's like extremely boring, bad comedy, bad reviews, and you're just sitting there watching something extremely outdated. But it could also be fun, you never know, it's such a wild gamble. And I never really grew up with that kind of stuff I guess in Sweden, growing up, there was like a decent chunk of like, TV shows that reported about video games and talked about video games. But also, like, there was never, like, any specific thing to it, as far as I recall. Hello, now, they had another show on that channel where they just showed gameplay from different games. It was really cool. Really? Oh, really? maybe that's a bad stream idea, but I can kind of check that out on my own. We're far from the beast's territory. Wasn't there like a clown world I was going to? Clown? FNAF? Funny Nintendo animal? Fun? Yeah, circus. Wondaria? USA Land? Cool. Oh yeah, I did the first one, I think. Huh? Are these levels? What the hell? You found a hidden portal to a treasure road. Did I? Was that a thing? Okay. I found a hidden treasure road. Cool. Sweet. Oh, right. Okay, this is weird. I don't know. Man. Jump? Okay, maybe. Alright, I want to hit those, I get it. Man. What else is on my mind? Video games are cool. I've been thinking a lot about 3D modeling lately. Where I've been like, do I not want to hit those? I've been thinking a lot about 3D modeling lately as someone who has no experience 3D modeling. Wait, what? Wait, what do I want to do there? I'm confused. What am I lacking? Spit? No, can't spit? Okay, I'll get back to this one later, I think. I'm not sure what to do there. I can learn with time, for sure. I've been thinking a lot about 3D modeling. I think the one thing that has kept me from pursuing, like, 3D modeling, 3D animation, doing, like, a video in 3D is just, like, I've never really seen a point to just, like, what would I make with 3D? In modeling, animation, anything like that. And now it's more... Now I can kind of see... Maybe wanting to, like, experiment with making some videos in 3D. And I don't even know what, but that's kind of, like, the fun part of it. Like, I don't know. Maybe there's something too bad. It's not like I went into making, like, YouTube videos to begin with, like, a proper idea of, like, this is what I want to do. And that almost like felt like it left more room for experimentation in a weird way. And I kinda miss that. Maybe 3D could be a good pursuit in that sense. Or I could just, you know, try it out. I think another part that scares me about, like, trying to make a 3D... a video entirely in 3D. Something that scares me about that is, like, the inevitability of that being, like, really bad and looking really awful and bad. And maybe people would just be like, this is what he's doing now? This sucks. Give me time, man. Give me time. I don't think there's too many people thinking that. I've not even done it. I could kinda see it happen. The forgetful gamer. Didn't I? Hello, peculiar. Didn't I? Have I talked about the forgetful gamer before? I forgot. I think I did. It truly is me. No, I'm almost certain I did. Wild bonkers. Hello, Derpy. The day you plant the day is not the day you eat the fruit. Damn, that's a pretty good point. Like, 3D... I don't know, I think... here's another thing that scares me about 3D. That has, like, kind of been on my mind. But I know this is such a silly thing to think about. Oh man, this is kind of hard. Oh, it's so meta. Sure. A thing that's kind of weird to think about is, like, what if I enjoy doing 3D more than I enjoy, like, drawing, and I drop drawing? And I know that's such a silly fear to have, because that does not matter at all, right? Like, I should, if anything, want to pursue that, if I like it more. And at the same time, it's kind of like, man, what if you find something else? It's the same creative outlet, in a sense. Man, this is a tough boss. Tough guy, tough monkey. I don't... Actually, this does not count as a monkey, does it? Is it? It's more caveman adjacent. I'm not beating this one. I have, like, 1 health left. He has half health left. Yeah, I did it. Okay, this game is getting kind of hard, actually, weirdly enough. I thought, here comes another baby game. There's nothing baby about this, man. I'll just get to the level. Did I actually do that one? I did, didn't I? I did. No, I did. I definitely did. Oh, so wait, is it all minigames in the, like, amusement park area? It's all like this? Okay, I'm gonna have to learn then. I thought maybe I could, like, skip past these. Oh my god. It really... Am I allowed to talk about the mechanics of the game while I'm playing the game? It really holds up in terms of, like, just how wide of a range these mechanics are. If I had been... Haunted house level, did I do... I don't think I did that one, did I? I can't recall if that's the next one. I guess we'll soon find out. Okay, I did it. It's all minigames here, huh? Isn't that one up here? Let me move. Let me go. Let me at it. Nah, maybe not. That's the... Oh, that's a winter level. Oh my god, just in time for Christmas. Did I do a haunted one? No, I don't want to return there. I don't think I have. Man, what a beautiful place. I've not even done some of these. I have to go back and do them. When you're very small, this is normal gaming. Isn't it big game? Is this... Are you insinuating this is small gaming? I don't think I've seen any haunted house thing. I don't know why I assumed I could sense it. Oh yeah, there's a House of Horrors. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. I've not done this one though. Video games. I do feel like... Isn't Kirby like really small? Eye check. Much to think. Can we get a height chart real quick? Height chart. Measure Kirby. I mean, don't cheat. No cheating. How tall is Kirby? Smaller than most things. I think he would be up here. Does this count as small? Is there a canonical height for Kirby? It's on the verge of small, but I don't think that counts as small. It's like... what would you call this also? He's smaller than most things. Is he... What about an atom? Aren't most things teeny tiny? Is he smaller than every single grain of sand? In Kirby 64, there's a human child, so you can compare from this. Wait, how... Can I just see how tall is Kirby? Oh my... Someone did a chart. What the hell? And they compared it to Mario 61, Nintendo 64. That's way bigger than my assumption was. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean she's 5'0"? Hold on. Adelaine's cartoonish proportions are not realistic compared to ours. That should be obvious. Investigation. What the fuck? I'm more shocked at Adelaine being that big. There's no fucking way she's that big. That is insane. I don't believe... I don't buy this. I think this might not be true. How did they deduce her height? Yeah, I don't buy this. I do not believe it. Hold on. No, someone else... How is this so talked about? Fun fact. That was retconned recently. In Forgotten Land, there's a sign in the amusement park. That's literally where I am right now. That says you have to be between 90 to 100... 90 and 190 centimeters tall to ride a roller coaster, and Kirby seems to be around the size of the people there. For reference, this is what would look like, I assume, Kirby. This is too fun. This is insane. There's a lot of people giving this a thought. I keep finding more and more image. I think this might be the best reference so far. Wow, that's a huge image. Solid Snake. This is... I also feel like this is too big, though. Imagine hugging him if he was that big.
Wow.
Oh my god, thank you for the bits.
Chicken Cognizant just cheered 50 bits. Hello.
Thank you,
Here's
thank
the
you.
rest of the bits I owe you.
You owe me nothing. Smiles. I don't believe this one either. I don't believe this. I don't believe... I guess this is technically canon in a sense, but I don't believe it either. And I don't believe this. I think Smash is the most reliable source, but this is like... this is scary. Yeah, it's so weird. I don't buy it. I keep finding more and more about how big could Kirby be. I think this one might be the most believable yet, though. I don't know where this is from, but I think this might be, like, this is where I pictured it in my head. I think this is very believable. Oh, this looks like a reference chart for the animation, doesn't it? The cartoon. Yeah, this feels right. And I think this might be official, actually. Canon, oh, it says right here, canon heights relative to a human. Yeah, this is based on the anime. These are all characters from the anime. I think this might be the most accurate one. And I'm basing that purely on feeling. There's nothing beyond that. Gut instinct. Intuition. Look at this guy. Want to hold Lolo and Lala. Man. so many things I want to hold in this world. But in the games, Kirby and Meta Knights are more or less the same. I never thought about it. Oh, I love when roller coasters or like places have those things. Oh my god, this is cool. Holy shit, I'm scared. I'm so scared. What the fuck is this? Oh my god, the reaction to getting sucked up is insane. What the fuck? Oh, I really like those. That might be my favorite enemy in Kirby so far. I really liked how they looked. I've never been into... To be honest, this is such a specific thing. But I've never been into character designs where the character has one eye. But this I can get into. That feels right. That feels like it suits them. Get out. Oh my god, that's a dead guy. Can you leave? I'm dead. Just go around. I can do that. I keep forgetting Kirby can do that. Oh my god. Okay, I really like these guys. I don't know why. There's something about their design that really hits me. I think it might be a bit like yokai inspired. I think that is it. It's like a yokai from Japanese mythology, but put into a Kirby form. I kind of dig it. I kind of like it. I think they're new. They definitely look new. Not in a bad way. I don't know, sometimes you can just tell, like, this is early design, this is old design. Do I want these things? There's a parasol enemy that's definitely a yokai. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen that one. I don't recall that from N64, or maybe I didn't think too hard about it. How'd I beat them? Get out! Okay, I can just do that. Cool. Alright. Do I want this? Oh, hold on. They're from the 2D Kirby games. I'm sure you guys are aware, there's like Haniwas in Kirby. And I swear, I had no clue before I designed the Haniwa that I use that like... that Haniwas existed in Kirby for one, and I had no clue that like they look identical. the Haniwa that I drew is identical to the Haniwa in Kirby. I had no clue. But not my intent. What is happening? Am I supposed to do something with this? Oh, it's a thing that moves those things. Okay, I thought maybe there was like something else I could do. I'm very weak to like when a thing is like based on Japanese mythology. Like I really like a lot of Pokemon that are just like based on what the fuck that are based on Japanese mythology. What the fuck? This is a really good Kirby, I have to say. That enemy is called Gordo and is always unkillable. The one with spikes. Oh, right. I like this Kirby. I like mythology in general. Me too. Big fan. Mythology's been around for a big, long time. Very nice, very cool. Oh, okay. Man, this... If this was Kirby all the time, I would kind of dig that, to be honest. If Kirby just always looked like this. Fuck. I forgot I can't jump when I'm in this form. Kirby FNAF? Kirby Stealth Horror? I think that would be, like, oddly suitable for Kirby if there was, like, a Kirby horror game. Or Kirby FNAF. I don't know, I've never played FNAF. I've never seen, I don't know, FNAF and been like, that's my thing. I want to get into that. Cool. I like food. I like coffee. I like meat. I like money. Kirby has been through worse thing than FNAF. See? I feel like I kinda think I will end up playing every single Kirby game on stream. Because I'm just too curious about it. LOP Mario. I think I have to say this every time. Just really good Username P Mario. It brings so many questions to mind. Like, is P Mario just a guy, or is it like its own kind of Mario? Is P Mario actually just regular Mario, but he's been holding a secret all along? I don't like that guy. Oh, he's only moving when I do that. I see. Chikorita elevates the username. Yeah, and I am very jealous of the Chikorita. I've said this before. I'm so jealous of people who have a Chikorita badge on Twitch. I did not get that in time. There's also like a Sonic badge. I don't know, can you still get that one, Sonic Racing badge? Because it says if you sub to someone in the Sonic Racing category, but it doesn't say for a limited time period. It's a piece open to interpretation. That's the beauty of it. I really respect P Mario, I have to say that. I respect P Mario. It would be so easy to dismiss. To think that P Mario would have that kind of like artistic liberty. You can only respect it. He's been holding more things than a secret. What kind of secrets do you... No, I don't want to turn this into a Mario stream, I said that. I'd respect P Mario also, yeah. Maybe I can't help it. Maybe every stream is just a Mario stream from now on. Mario has just become too much a part of my world, of my lore. Oh, hold on, there's something I'm supposed to do here, right? I like how the scary isn't level, but the music is so intense. Now that you mention that, the music here is really, really good. Maybe I messed up by doing that. But I also can't use that. I can't jump up with that. Do I have to go back? Did I forget something that I can do with this? Oh yeah, that's a good thing to look up. Oh, I can do that with select. What the hell? When you have them on. I can see it. Did I forget something you can do with this? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I need to leave and enter again. It brought it outside, what the hell? Okay, they don't respawn. Alright. Man, maybe I need to leave it then. I'll have to keep that in mind. But what could this... Oh, wait, hold on. That's interesting, right? Oh, maybe I needed to do that while hitting the enemies, right? Something like that. I can see that. That would have moved them on. Damn it. I have to get back here again. I think what you have to do is make it return to you when standing next to the... Oh! That's a way... Holy shit. That makes so much sense. Right, because I can do this, right? Hold it there, then walk over here. That makes so much... makes so much more sense. I was thinking maybe the enemies that I hit earlier, I like messed it up by hitting them. So, the smart gamer. I only have 2 bits. I have the adjective gamer bit, and I have Mario bit. I'm desperate. I'm desperately in need for new things. Isn't Kirby a funny guy? Well, people keep saying he's like a monstrosity or like world horror, and I want to explore that more. I wish to know. I need to know. Whoop. The gamer is revealed. The sad part about being the gamer is that I think I would not be accepted into the objective gamer, like, community. I forgot I could just jump up here. It's dark, okay. Damn, too scared to... Okay, no, it was fine. I think Kirby is a cute world ender destroyer, actually. I mean... I can't say I've ever been into, like, a world-ending deity or creature or destroyer of worlds. But I think Kirby would make it more acceptable. Like, I would not mind it as much if Kirby ended our world as it is. Whoop, okay, I was deceived. I was tricked. I see. He's not a world destroyer, wouldn't do that. Could, but he wouldn't. That's nice. I wish I could say the same. I could destroy the world, but I wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I would do it if it would be a funny bit. This is so epic. This hat. It looks... This makes Kirby looks just too... I don't know. Maybe not evil. It looks slightly more evil. I can't take him seriously just by the way he looks. Oh, it's another deception. Hello, go gabba go gremlin. Silly little guys can get away with so much. I think that is the strat. Like... There's so much you can get away with by being a cool little guy. This is why you should be a gnome in like D&D and World of Warcraft and stuff. Except for that one time. This is a really weird like experience I once had in World of Warcraft. Like I was playing Retail. The current World of Warcraft is not new anymore. I was playing a gnome in Retail. And at some point, I was just walking around like in the dwarf starting area. And a bunch of other players who were all humans just came up to me and started kicking me like I was a football. Like they all just grouped up around me and started kicking me and like kicking me around. And I had no clue what was going on. And I don't even know how they did that. I don't know if that what happened. And being a gnome experiencing that, I was so confused. They were just walking around looking for like someone like me, and then they did that. And to this day, I have no clue how they did that. It was kind of cool though. Like, wait, what? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. There's something deceptive and weird about this vending machine. I still think about that though. They never said anything to me. They just did that and then they ran off. It's like something that sounds so made up. It sounds so fake. And it was a really interesting experience, I guess. Gnomes has it rough. Sometimes we do. Being a gnome has its upsides, downsides. You get experience. Got to experiment. Oh, there's a limit to how many cans I can use. Is this discrimination? Yes, but I don't think World of Warcraft has like invented discrimination yet, so I think it might be fine. Oh yeah, I can just shoot them dead. How about that? Cool. I did it. So there's Waddle Dees and there's Waddle Doos, right? And Waddle Doos have one eye. But are the Waddle Doos evil? Are they sometimes evil? Are they corrupted? Cool. Dance for me. Very nice. Clear... Oh. I kind of want to go back and play this and do all of the, like, extra stuff at some point. And gamble. More gambling. More gambling, please. Baldy and Waddle-Doo-Doo-Doo. And then there's King Day-to-Day. I can respect it. The writers of this are like the Tolkien of Japan. And I looked it up and they're called Waddle-Doo and Waddle-Dee in Japanese as well. I don't know why I don't know, sometimes I was interested in, like, are they called the same thing in Japanese? Because sometimes you find, like, oh, and it's called something crazy in Japanese, but no, they're just called the same, but I know, it just seems like a weird name in general, I guess. Eee. More fire. All the Waddle-Doos are like Waddle-Dees. They can be friends or foes depending on if they serve day-to-day or things like that. I like how it's not always, like, that specific. Like, it's so contextual and dependent on various factors. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. So magical. Kill him. Murder. Whoa. It's fun to check the katakana for pronunciation stuff too. Yeah, sometimes I feel like katakana is like the most difficult part about Japanese. Because sometimes you read the katakana over and over again, and it's like, I have no fucking clue what this says. And then over time you realize, like, oh, it's supposed to be this. I can't think of the specific thing I was looking for right now. But sometimes it's like, I wish this was just like a kanji instead. The first step of Japanese is being like, oh, I wish there was no kanji. Now it's like, I wish there was no katakana. And like, these guys look friendly though, but I have to kill them anyway. I just finished dinner and now I gotta ask, are you going to get the Pokemon CL DLC on the 10th? Man, I forgot that came out on the 10th. That's my birthday. By the way, birthday stream on Wednesday. And I want to try doing the stream for a game awards on the 11th. Oh my god, milk. I already have the DLC, or like I already bought it. Because I was curious. I was a bit disappointed. Oh, I reunited the chickens with the thing. The duck? We're not chickens, we're ducks. The ducklets. I was a bit disappointed by the DLC that it's the same city. And it's not really that, like, it's not as if I hate Lumiose or anything like that. But I was like, really? I was expecting, like, a new area. I don't know. New Pokemon is cool, I guess. What I really would like, more than anything, I would just like to be able to, like, transfer Pokemon to Pokemon Home. But that's not until, like, next year. Guess I want to play the game again. I want to start over. If I have to start over now, I would lose all my Pokemon, which I do not want to do. And you know what? I'm done with fire. I'm this now. Cool. Oh my god. That's so unpredictable. But man, it must be really interesting to design a game in this way, though. Like, various mechanics like this in mind. This is my game dev brain kicking in. Just like changing mechanics in the middle of a level like this. And letting the player die. If they get it wrong. Oh wait, I don't die. What's this? Anyway, being a gnome is pretty tough. I've said this before, one of my early VTuber model ideas was being a gnome. And I think it would have been a really good gnome, to be clear. I don't regret it. Being a human is pretty damn good too. But I feel like there's a lot to do with a gnome, man. Aw, man. Don't do it again. I can still be a gnome. Maybe I could have like an alternate model gnome. Believe in yourself. You know what? Maybe that was all I needed all. I don't feel like a furry. I don't feel like I identify with a single animal. But I do kind of feel like I identify with a gnome. Do you get what I mean? Your PNG is very good, I think. Thank you, thank you. Should I give up? Gnome Sona. I could be a little bit of a gnome. Gnomes are kind of animals, maybe. What is the most animal-like gnome? what is the animal of gnomes or the gnome of animals? It's a tough question. Damn it, I messed up. Mushrooms? It's not an animal. A very hairy gnome. That's just a dwarf. You're thinking of a dwarf. Wait, animal? Lemur? Your model should randomly switch to a gnome for a single frame. Like once a month to freak people out. I don't think I can do that. But that would be a really, really good... like... That would be... Oh man, that would actually be a really good thing. Especially like you could have like a whole lore to that as well. Where it's like... secretly dropping in the gnome lore out of nowhere. Like, no, yeah, I was actually a gnome this entire time. Damn, this is really hard. This is a great bit. One day, VTubers will be able to do it. But yes, thank you. Thank you for the compliment of the model. Definitely took... I mean, it took some time to, like, figure out what I wanted. I'm talking about that a decent amount, just, like... being a guy. But then it's almost like tough to be a normal guy as a persona because you can't really identify anything beyond just like what you like yourself, or at least that's how it is for me, I guess. I did have one idea for like, here's a VTuber idea that someone else can steal. Okay. I would like to see this, so I would like to see someone steal this, so you can steal it. You can steal it from me. You have, like, a detective guy? Were-gnome? I don't like that idea. Have a guy who is a detective, a regular guy. Detective guy. But his whole lore is, like, his favorite anime from the 80s got a reboot. So he just lost, like, his entire life just completely lost control because his favorite anime got back on air with a new season, and he used to be this like top detective, and now he's just a loser without a job, and he's trying to get back to his detective like side, even if he's not a detective anymore. There's something to that. It's very specific, but there's something to that is like I think is good as a like interesting normal guy lore, where you have the job of like this guy was once a detective and he's trying to reclaim it. But there's also a lore reason for like why he cannot do it. Maybe it's not even an 80s anime, but like a video game he likes. He got hooked by MMO or something like that. This could be an idea if you play Final Fantasy XIV, I guess. Where you're just like, I used to have a job, and then Final Fantasy XIV ruined my life, and that's my lore. Detective Pikachu. Oh, that would be kind of good. But that would imply that Pikachu, I guess if Pikachu's a detective, that's how he lost it all. Oh, I can do that. How about that? I might have messed it up already. Ah, damn it. It became a visual novel. That's also really good. Like, I guess you could merge it with whatever you feel like playing or watching or whatever. I think 80s anime might be tough, because then it's like, well, what anime is it? Is it just an anime you invented? Do you also have to make a lore for the anime that you invented? Can it just be the... What's her name? The green hair girl? Could it be her? She did get back. I want to poke this Kirby. Too late, he's gone. But I know what you mean. When was the last time you played with a water balloon, man? You and I, we used to play with water balloons all the time. It's been forever, it's been ages. It's a pretty good bit. New bit, streamer who really wants to be like, what's it called? Really wants to pretend he's friends with the viewer, so he keeps making up enemies with enemies. Keeps making up memories with the viewer. I had very little sleep today. Okay, so that's probably why I'm misspeaking a lot. Pretty good bit. Streamer who's extremely parasocial, so he just makes up memories with the viewer. I don't know, I guess 4 years ago? Okay, that was... I guess for me it was maybe when I was 10, something like that. Used to chuck water balloons every summer, not anymore. What happened to you, man? It used to be cool. Used to go out every summer and chuck water balloons at each other. And then one day you ruined my Game Boy, and I was so upset. But then, despite it all, somehow, we got it working again. And I showed you my Mew. Oh yeah, I guess balloons are maybe not, like, popular anymore, because they're, like, very wasteful. Man. Parasocial relationship in reverse is a great concept, kind of creepy. For a streamer to be parasocial with the audience and the audience don't want anything to do with it. I guess that is why it's a really good bit, because it's kind of like a psychopath kind of bit, and it's so obviously like someone being parasocial in a way that makes no sense at all. That's kind of good in that way. Then the viewer is the one that gets uncomfortable. Yeah, I guess that's it. Man, I need some water. That's water. There's water in it. There's no way it's gonna be another monkey, right? It's not even like, oh, we're baiting people to make them obsessed with them because the viewers are like, dude, I don't know you. I got that. I guess I got a comment like that one time where someone was like upset that I said something. And they were like, dude, I don't know you. Why are you trying to do this parasocial thing with me? This was on YouTube a long time ago, and I was just like, what? I wasn't trying to do that. I was just talking about my life. You're unhappy. I'm still mad about what you did back in the 10th grade. I remember. Remember that time that someone had drawn something on my desk and you were the only one at our desk with a pencil? Like, it makes no goddamn sense. Like, it obviously was you and you did not come clean about it. And I think you should have just said it was you. Avoidant YouTuber too afraid of parasocial relationship. Now, is this controversial to say that I think parasocial relationships are fine, or does that make me sound insanely parasocial? Like, I think to some degree parasocial relationships are fine. Like, they're kind of unavoidable on Twitch or YouTube as a whole. But I think you just have to be aware of the fact that you are in, like, a parasocial relationship. I should be using bows. I don't think I'm doing enough damage with that. I should be inhaling this and shooting that. There we go. That's way more effective. I think it depends on how you define it. Yeah, I guess so. Oh my, I wanted to suck in them both. Like this. I think that can be fine and healthy in moderation. Yeah. I think it's just good to be aware. Like, the only dangerous thing might be... Oh, I'm back to this. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I think the most dangerous thing is just being unaware of it. I don't know. It's hard to say, though, right? I think humans just find a way to relate to anybody, anything. Yeah. Damn it. I just wanted to use the stars, and I did nothing. Like, there used to be a streamer that I watched a lot, And every now and then I would think about like, oh, what would it be like if she graduated? And in my head, I was like, oh, I would be fine with it. Because, like, that's understandable, right? Like, nothing can go on forever. And I would just accept it and move on. But then when it actually happened and my favorite streamer graduated, I was so fucking sad. I was legitimately so upset and sad that I was like, holy shit, I thought I would be okay with it. But I was so upset and sad that I was like, wow, that was unpredictable. Oh, out of Twitch, yeah. Man, what the hell? So from that, I learned, like, oh, maybe it isn't, like, that simple that you can predict it that easily, right? It's fine. In time, you move on. Things happen. Confession time. I used to comment under super small YouTubers' videos and give him money on Patreon. He replied to me and everything almost every time. Almost every time. And then one day he blocked me for no reason. That's what made me think of the avoidant YouTuber. Huh, that's interesting. I thought you were, like, imagine her graduating from school in real life. Like, okay. No, I meant as Twitch VTuber terms. Can I ask who, if you don't mind? There was a Bean Queen VTuber. Soya Poya. Big fan. Lore. My god, dance. Lore time, lore. She was very associated with the color blue. And when she graduated, I asked her, could I have permission to use the color blue when I stream? And she gave me, yes, the approval. So I have a blue approval from Soya Poya. I don't think I could have been blue without that approval. I would have needed to find a different color. I am curious about that, like why someone would block you because of that. I guess I can't say. It's delving too deeply into the psychological of someone I do not know. The streamer who became blue. Holy shit, that's me. Are there 2 gambling machines now? What the fuck? I didn't know that. Gambling time? I guess I've had a little bit of... I don't know if I should talk about this. Holy shit, it's Meta Knight. What the fuck? This was his first appearance in the game. I can't recall. They do be teaching gambling to kids. I do think maybe they should be a bit more careful about that. The streamer who's no longer blue is more accurate. Not in my case. I think I've settled on blue. I quite like being dark blue. Would Kirby gamble? Let's find out. Gamble? Gambling time? I think Kirby would gamble, but Kirby would be, like, immune to the addiction of gambling itself. Do you know what I mean? Chocolate bar, pretty good. I like it. Like, I don't think Kirby can get addicted to anything. Not a fan of this one. I don't think he understands money very well. I think that might also be part of it. That could also be why he's, like, immune to gambling. One more. I guess I've had a little bit of a streaming situation that I could talk about a little bit. There used to be a guy here who was very frequent chatter, but he said something that I felt was like a bit uncomfortable about someone who I know, and I had to have a little talk about him and be like, hey, like, it's okay for you to be here, but just leave that alone. Don't talk about that in the future, or don't be like that. And I think understandably that kind of made him like feel that he had done something wrong, and he left. And I was like, oh boy, now I feel like maybe I also approached that in a bad way, to be honest. Like, I could have maybe approached that better myself. So I'm a bit sad about that, but I think that that's maybe also something you need to learn as a streamer. But I also think it is important to set boundaries. Like, I don't want people to just, I don't know, talk negatively about my friends and stuff like that. Is this the haunted area? Maybe not. That's the boss. That might not be it. Especially in Japan with pachinko. Yeah, I don't like Japan's gambling culture. That shit has gone way out of control. Gambling is way too accepted in Japan. So I don't actually like when they put that in games and whatnot. I feel like there should be like a danger to that. My mom tried to teach me online gambling, couldn't wait to win. What? Oh, this is nice. I love winter games. I love winter levels in games. I don't have a lot of context, but it seems fine to me. Some people just don't like being scolded. Yeah, I think I tried to approach it from like the perspective of like, hey, just don't do that in the future. Everything is okay though. But I think that by itself can naturally just make someone like be like, oh, I shouldn't be around. I did something bad. But he is always welcome back, is the thing. Like, if he were to came back, I wouldn't be like, you gotta go. People can make mistakes. People can learn from them, right? Gambling is way too accepted everywhere nowadays. It's crazy. I do worry about, like, I don't know, kids these days, because every kid is just playing like Chinese gambling games and stuff, and I don't know I don't know how to feel about that. Like how accepted gacha gaming is. It's so strange to me. We used to push back against that, right? With Overwatch and all that, and now it's just the norm. Oh my god, the Japanese gambling machines are insane. That's why I never stepped into like a pachinko place. Like I feel like I would just go deaf. Already going to the arcade places in Japan. Going to the arcade places is like already way too loud. It's kind of uncomfortably loud. I think I don't actually... I do want to play arcade games in Japan. But there's just way too much like noise and too much like loud stuff happening going on. They made sports betting legal? What the hell? I need to catch up on chat a bit. For like a month straight, every ad I got on Twitch. Okay. I played pachinko at a con last year. Like a con here in the US, or like outside of Japan. I can't go to Las Vegas, I'm going to lose my shit. I don't know. I've said this before, but I feel like it's important to know, like, the most insidious part of gambling, it's not like, I'm gonna win, I'm gonna make it big. Like, the most insidious part of gambling is the fact that you can start to gamble, like, innocently and be like, oh, haha, I just want to see if I can win, and then you don't win. And then the insidious part is, like, you start to think, oh, but if I keep playing, maybe I can win back the money that I spent. Maybe I can win back my losses. That is like the insidious part of gambling for me, where it's like, once you have done the net loss, you can only go further down, 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 and you can kind of trick yourself by small wins of like, see, if I keep going, maybe I can get it all back. That said, I'm not actually, I haven't actually been like obsessed with gambling or anything like that. I've not done gambling outside of like a ship, a cruise I was on once or twice. And then I was just like, this fucking sucks, I don't want to do it. Oh, I guess you could say I did Overwatch gambling with the loot boxes. I bought like loot boxes once or twice and I was like, this fucking sucks. I'm never doing this again, I did not get what I wanted. Well, 99% of all gamblers quit right before winning big. Holy shit, I need to go back. Never mind. In the US and anime cons, so the machines were all anime themed. And I don't like that. Anime has a lot of weird culture going on to it, but I don't know. Not for me, I guess. But regular gambling, I'm just not affected by it. Very cold pachinko, those things could definitely cure someone's ADHD. Maybe that is part of the charm. I was being careful. I swear. Yeah, sunk cost fallacy, I think is something I can fall for. Kabu? Sparkling Stardust, hello. Kabu. It's not a guy. Is Kabu a guy in Kirby? Is Kabu an anime guy? Is me Kabu? The only gambling I do these days is Pokemon Boost. I stopped buying Pokemon booster packs. And I feel like a part of that was just like I was kind of disgusted by the whole scalper culture. I mean, I think more than anything, I've just not been a fan of the new artwork. It's not like anything huge like that necessarily. I don't know, there was a period where the artwork was just like really good. And maybe now it's just like I'm a bit used to it. Kabu. Kabu core. Isn't Kabu like, I don't know, I have no clue what Kabu is. Is that a guy from like Yu-Gi-Oh? Sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh name. If I had to describe him, it kind of looked like a Moai? Oh! Wait, is... No, okay, then I have no clue who Kabu is. Moais are cool though, friends of the Haniwa, I would say. Is the little wood guy... Is he a Kirby guy? Damn it. I was about to do a save state. This is how corrupted my brain is. Oh. I kind of will look up Kabu. Just to make sure I'm up on the Kirby lore. Do I need to activate the browser for this? Maybe not. Kabu? Kirby? Oh, right. So that is Kabu. Okay, okay. I see. Is this the guy? I would say this is a friend of Haniwa, right? That's very Haniwa adjacent. Leave him up here. Put him on my head. Man, this is kind of epic as a hat, actually. I kind of dig it. Wow, and it's see-through. You can see my scalp. See my hat. Holy shit. This is scary. I don't like this, though. I'm taking it off. It's not moving with the model. I guess that's a bit annoying. It's like I'm going up and down. I'm like inserting myself into something. I'm not wearing it. I'm like, oh, there we go. What am I doing? I don't like that. PNG tuber problems. It would be funny if you could pin it to your head, man. If Denshi were here right now, then he could hear me say, I own his software. That's, I guess that's all I can say. I don't have a model, but I would appreciate the feature he put into his software. Thank you, Denshi. One day, perhaps, I can use it. I need a better tool than this. My baby. Panic. Sorry, is Kabu your baby? Are you a big Kabu fan? I need a better tool than this, though. Denshi support PNG tubers. Yeah. Can we get Denshi? Can we bully Denshi in here as well? Doesn't Denshi get bullied in every VTuber chat? Could we stick out perhaps so we could be the ones who love Denshi? Denshi is the technical support. Yeah. When I started going by the name Machi every now and then, I was a bit scared. What if people think I'm ripping off Denshi?
Stardust just follow.
Oh, thank you for a follow, Sparkling. Convince Enos it's a good idea and she'll bully Denshi for you. This could be the workaround. Like, I'm friends with Denshi, and then I just tell other people to bully Denshi for me. Can I just cheat and do this? That's not how you do it? No? Damn it. I think you need a gun for that. Oh, right. And he has the... I always forget, like... Of course, this way makes so much more sense. Shoot it with the gun, bro. I forget which enemies don't... Like, which enemies have abilities and which ones don't. I'm still a new Kirby fan, okay? I like Kabu. He looks very simplistic. Maybe one day I will to make out of clay. I have clay myself, and I want to make Haniwa. Can we talk about the Haniwa a bit in Kirby? Eat everything, then. Kirby Haniwa? I guess the Kirby Haniwa has a mushroom cap, and that is the distinction, right? This is very similar to my own Haniwa. This is basically identical to my Haniwa, and I swear I had no clue that it looked so similar to the Haniwa that I drew that I made my channel mascot. Can we show my Haniwa for comparison? This is pretty much identical. I had no clue. I mean, they're all based on the same thing, right? I love the Haniwa people. And I want to make a Haniwa out of clay myself. Now let's put up a real Haniwa for comparison. Now here's an interesting thing, right? Now we're talking about Haniwas. Here's a real Haniwa, and they have noses. But a lot of people like stylize them to not have noses. Originally, I was given Maya nose, or like I gave Maya nose. Yahoo! So that could have been a really good distinction. Thank you for Yahoo. All of them are similar, yeah. I think it still holds up. I think my Haniwa has it. I need water, okay. I did change my water sound. Man. What is... Now, let's show a Moai for comparison. So, I guess Kabu is a mixture of a Moai and a Haniwa, right? Very interesting stuff here. Now let's compare the height of all of them. This looks weird with the nipples and all that. Interesting stuff. Can we combine? Can we make the Kabu happen in real life? By doing this. This is art. Holy shit. Don't like this at all, actually. That is way worse. That's so much creepier. I don't like that. Now it's like weirdly real. It has like a lot of really... I don't know, I guess it's with nipples for the most part. And the proportions don't make any sense. Perhaps Kabu is their baby. I wasn't thinking of that, oh my god. Don't take his shroom away. Make him bald. Oh no, it's okay to be bald. Kinda looks like a wrestler with a mask on like that. They could be a couple for sure. Whoops. It's a whole family. Holy shit. It's beautiful. What is my bid? What am I doing right now? Oh my god, I left you out. He was standing behind everyone. Damn. I think my defense still holds up. We're both basing our mascots on the same thing, on the Haniwa. It all has the same origin. Haniwa is a strange bisexual woman, and Moai is a stoic yet kinda butch lesbian. Holy shit. It's fucking Sigrid and Bird. One person might get my joke. Oh. I have to hit this thing? Probably? No? Wait, can I shoot through it? Oh, I had to hit that. Wow. The chat is actually moving so fast now that I can't read it on the projector screen. I had to keep up. Do I? Oh yeah, I can use these coins to gamble. Right. That's what I need them for. Time for the family Hanawa pick. Haniwas go to Hawaii. Haniwa vacation. This could be a bit. I have nowhere to go with this, but it could be. Holy shit, we left someone out. Oh, Vidogu. Can we talk about Vidogu real quick? Friend of Haniwa. How do you guys feel about this? Another Japanese guy. Jomon period. Is very distinct, very different. The patterns are so, like, interesting to me, even now. It's like, where? How do they come up with this? Is this supposed to be, like, a person? What does this depict? Oh, beloved cousin. And here's another... here's a cousin to that guy. How do we feel about this guy? Good face. I love these patterns so much, though. I guess this is an earlier type. So I'm assuming this evolved out of this, right? That would make sense. But the patterns are, like, so similar. Okay, I've never seen this before. This is from 500s Japan. So the Jomon period is, like, super interesting. Because they had, like, these very interesting patterns, right? Like, if you've ever seen, like, the weird stuff in Breath of the Wild... that is inspired by the Jomon period. It all looks like this, right? Like, how... even now, I'm so puzzled. Like, how did they come up with these, like, patterns? Where did they come from? How do you get yourself into the mindset of making this? And this is supposed to be, like, an urn. It's a clay doll from Pokemon. That is also true. It is also clay doll and ball toy. And that's why I love them as well. Big part of my team. Clay doll up there. Ball toy. Cool guy. Dogu. Man. Look at us. I think this is a completely different family at this point. But you know what? I can vibe with it. These are like friends of the family. Like when your family is friends with another family. Pretty damn cool, I gotta say. Delete all of them from existence. It has cuteness to it. I think so. Like, I decided on a whim, like, I should have a Hano as a mascot. And another option was, like, what if it was Vidogu? But it's kind of hard to, like, stylize Vidogu, and I just kind of prefer the Hanua, just in terms of silhouette, I guess. It's very, like, easily recognizable. Those last ones remind me of Pangorma from Helix 2. I don't know what that is, but it would not surprise me, because they are, like, very commonplace. It's like a reference in Japanese pop culture and media, right? Like, I believe there's, like, a whole enemy in Persona that's just a Dogu. Haniwas are charming? I think so. Dogus are also charming. And the Moais and whatnot, but I do like the Haniwas. Haniwas are supposed to... we don't really know what the Haniwa... specifically this one. I mean, Haniwas come in all, like, shapes and forms, right? Some of them are a bit more detailed. Some of them are, like, soldiers. But the one that I drew, that is, like, very popular, commonly used, is believed to be, like, a dancing person. Like someone who is occupied with dancing. You should play Hilix someday if you like Yumaniki. Okay. Might as well join the Tiki masks too. Oh my god. But I not considered the Tiki masks. Anawas always sound like Haniwa. I can see that. It's fucked up, but Kirby has a gun. But, well, he has no options left. Okay, I could do this, right? Don't need to drop that. I don't know enough about Tiki masks. That could be a whole exploration mode. There you go. It's a very cultural experience playing Kirby. You learn so much. It said that when Kirby eats someone, they simply teleport somewhere else, but I don't know what the justification is for when they shoot someone until they disappear. No, it's, you know, it's all fine. What if they go where the Pikmin die? There could be, like, a unified universe here. Like, where do the Pikmin go when they die? Where do the Kirby enemies go when they get eaten? Nintendo heaven. What a lame concept. What a lame concept. Ugh. Nintendo heaven. You could take some solace in that, I don't know, if you're dying. I'm going to Nintendo land for the Wii U. They all go on vacation, no worries. They get teleported to a farm upstate. What if you died and Mario? That's a really good question. Holy shit. I did it. This is definitely going to Nintendo heaven. Yeah. Where would... Maybe not if you die, but which universe, which video game universe would you like to live in, given the chance, given the choice? I think mine would just be Pokemon, I guess. You unlock Luigi, holy shit. Maybe Splatoon? Okay, I've never heard Splatoon before, actually. But Splatoon is a good choice. But hasn't the world, like, ended in Splatoon or something like that? Isn't that, like... Aren't there, like, ruins of the old world in Splatoon? Pokemon is a solid pick, maybe Stardew Valley? I never played Stardew Valley. I think it would be my kind of a game, but I've just never played it. I don't like necessarily like the graphics that much, but you probably get used to that, right? Humanity is extinct, but there is squid. And we love that for them. It will be a beautiful day when that happens. Maybe I am a squid. Are there any furries who are just like squids? Squid furry. I could be that for sure. Are they just called tentacle monsters? Is that what they're called? I don't think I'm that. I just want to be a squid. Probably everyone who plays Splatoon. Oh yeah, yeah. Ika Musume. I've not seen that in the longest time. I've not seen that since it came out. It's weird, it wasn't Ika Musume only like one season? And yet even today it's like very popular. It really held like a strong grasp on anime. I guess one of my earliest ideas before, when I was drawing the fish model early on. One of my ideas was being an octopus. And I think that would have been a solid choice as well. Bit of water for me. Happy Monday. I had a chicken burger. Pretty good. Is it bad that oh, I don't have a chain bomb ability. Okay, okay. You would be kinda Octodad. I've never played that. There's abilities I don't have yet. Edge spicy chicken wrap. Solid choice, man. Eating a wrap is kind of like cheating, because anything could be like good in a wrap. You could just put anything in there and it will be good. I guess as long as they're like, I don't know, I guess I've had bad wraps, so I guess I can't say that. But I feel like usually a bad wrap is like bad bread. True, a wrap is elite, yeah. If it's freshly baked, it can't be bad. Probably, maybe, maybe not. This is just a subway. Abandoned subway land. Yeah, I had freshly delivered with some fries. I didn't want to say it, but I did have some fries. You caught me. Takoyaki? Cool. I'm getting like N64 flashbacks right now, so now I'm getting scared. Like, is something bad gonna happen? Now, I don't know. It's not even the N64 Kirby Frozen levels were all that bad. It's more just of a boss. I usually order food once a week. I'm used to up my delivery budget for a week. I like to head into the city and have something that I wouldn't eat on my own while I'm there. But, well, that's what I say. But usually it's the case when I get, like, Chinese food, and then I'm home and I'm like, you know what, I should cook something different. I should cook Chinese food. Then I go out with my friends and I'm like, hey guys, what if we had Chinese food? So it's basically all I ever eat anyway. Not good. Too much sodium. Do you guys know that in China, McDonald's is considered, like, healthy because it has, like, vegetables in it? My friend Sai lived in China for 3 years. And his parents are from Hong Kong. So it's very, like, adjacent with that area as well. And people saw Western food as, like, healthy. And they're like, man, we could get some healthy food, like McDonald's. It has tomatoes. True. This... Okay, we're dead. I'm glad. I just don't like those, like, half monkey, half caveman enemies. I'm not a fan. Alright, alright, alright. Cool. Stand on top of trains. I accomplished that. Cool. I eat a lot of Japanese when I'm out. I have a favorite location that's here that's open till 11 p.m. Oh my god. So I can go out and eat okonomiyaki and cocktail late in the night. Still blessed. Okonomiyaki. I kind of want to look this up. Am I familiar with this? Okonomiyaki. Oh, miyaki? Oh! Right, I want to have the pancake, of course, the Japanese pancake. And it's originally from, like, Osaka, I think. But now it's just, like, it's become so popular. It's all over Japan now. It used to be, like, a regional specific thing. Okonomiyaki. Man, these look so good. Holy shit. You can never tell how big an image is going to be. Damn, look at that. Yeah, I really want to have these. Is the menu any different over there, or is it just perceived as healthy, just like... No, it's the same. It's the same. It's the exact same. Yeah, I wish we had something like this. There used to be... So my favorite place used to have, like, chicken curry. And it was made just like they do it in Japan. And I was like, this is so good. So good. I would go there all the time. And then one day it was just, like, off the menu. And I don't think I've ever recovered from that loss of, like, having no chicken curry. Like a proper Japanese chicken curry that I could just have whenever I felt like it. Man, it was too good. Swedish food options are not great. This is a reoccurring theme on the channel. Just, like, not the quality of Swedish food, but the quality of, like, the options available. What the hell did that do? Yo, I go and buy golden curry and make Japanese curry at home regularly. I do that every now and then. I feel like I mess that up every now and then also. So I'm a bit scared of doing it. But I need to get back to that. Sometimes I'll be like, no, I don't need to measure anything. I know it well enough to do it just by hand, and then I mess it up, and I'm like, this is too watery. This is too thick. I need to experiment so I can learn more and not base it on that. You actually have to do this in the subway in Japan. You have to find a hammer and like slam down free things so you can go into the subway, just so you know. This is also part of riding the subway. First time I ate karage, I was disappointed to find out it was kind of spicy. I guess it varies. I guess mine was a little bit spicy. Not too much, not too little. When I was in Japan, I could pick the spice level I wanted. But I guess not here. What the fuck is this? Have I had this? I think maybe I've had this before. Maybe I can't recall. Did I mess up? Huh, how do I get that then? Some other way up? Huh. I'm lost. It's karage. I get it. Oh, there's a thing over here to smash. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Cool. I like karage. I think we're all karage fans here. Actually, that's one of my sub badge options. I used to have like all I guess it's more curry. Oh no, it's tonkatsu that I have on my badge. I used to have all different kinds of colored haniwas, but I ended up replacing them with food. But I haven't finished all of the things that I want. So my badge currently is curry, tonkatsu. But I want to add takoyaki and pudding. I think karage is mid, but maybe it's because I'm not a huge fan of fried chicken. I guess that would make sense. The thing about, isn't it the case that karage just means like fried? It doesn't mean like fried chicken necessarily, but it's just the case that like karage is so associated with fried chicken that people just say fried for short, as short for fried chicken. Something like that. Like if someone tells me I had karage, I'm gonna assume fried chicken. But I think karage could technically just be like anything fried. I don't even need to smash them. Vegetable tempura. I've not had that. I feel a bit bad because I went to Japan and I had so few Japanese foods. I basically only had curry. Like when I was in Japan, I was just obsessed with curry. And I was like, I can have all those foods later. It doesn't matter. I'll have curry again. But then I never did. I didn't even have sushi when I was in Japan. I've never had Japanese sushi. Because I was just like, why would I have sushi when I could go have curry again? Cool. Curry. I'm back in my curry phase, I feel like. Actually, I think maybe I never left my curry phase. I'm just a big fan of curry. We had a big Japanese community where I live, so I can go and have Japanese specialties anytime. I think I might have... Yeah, you definitely have an advantage. Like, we do not have that here. We had one Japanese restaurant owned by a Japanese person, and that shut down. That was it. That was my Japanese grandma. I've told that story before. It's not really my grandma. We had a little bit of a, I don't know, relationship, just in terms of, like, antagonizing each other, I guess. She was, like, a very rude woman the first time I met her, and I was just like, wow, okay, I guess she's just, like, a very rude woman. But then, over time, talking to her, I was kind of like, oh, she's not actually rude. She's, like, actually, like, really funny and playful. And she kind of just is a bit rude, as a bit of a joke. But I think a lot of people did not get that. I think a lot of people were just like, wow, that's a rude old woman. I gave her the benefit of a doubt, and it ended up working out. So she was just a funny old lady. I did it. I think a lot of Japanese people like Sweden, but I don't know why I read that like I'm reading a chat message. I'm just talking about myself. I think a lot of Japanese people like Sweden and Scandinavia in general, but like, aren't really a lot of people from Japan living here. I think they are too scared of us. I don't know. I would say maybe, like, Japanese people, if you can compare it to any, like, European people. I think Japanese people and Finnish people are, like, strangely, like, similar in a weird way. I don't know if I can pinpoint why Japanese people and Finnish people are similar. But I think there's some kind of cultural connection there that makes them similar. And even linguistically, they're kind of similar in a weird way. Like, the Finnish language and Japanese language kinda works the same way in pronunciation, and like everything being like scripted the way it's like intended to be said. I guess you can't say that for like a lot of kanji, but like for the most part. Maybe that's why I also love the Finns, who can say. I'm so weeb that somehow it comes around to Finland. Lots of people from Japan come here just to get some foreign experience. They stay for a year or two and never learn German and can barely speak English. I guess it's very safe for them because of established structures here, yeah. Is it, can I say Dusseldorf? Or is that docs? I guess you haven't said you live there, but I think I've heard about like Dusseldorf having like a big Japanese community, right? Like there's like a Japanese garden, Shinto temple, something like that. A lot of shops. Man. I do live there, you can say it's alright, okay. I guess I could sort of get that from that. But I do know that about Dusseldorf. And people have been like, hey man, we should go to Dusseldorf. It's like, there's a lot of Japanese stuff there. I mean, yeah, we could, I mean, if we want, I would not mind that. We could also go to Germany because it's Germany. I doxed myself with that, I'm sorry. It had to come out eventually. I'll do it. Where's that? It's... Oh. Let's go to Germany. The Japanese... That was unironically me when I was in Germany. I mean, I already did that and I was not in Dusseldorf because part of me was just like, damn it. I forgot to jump down there. Or over on the top. I've been to... not Köln, what's it called? I've been to, Kiel. Very north of Germany. And Hamburg. And I was in Hamburg, I was kind of like, I want to see if I can find like a weeb shop or something like that. And then I did. But then I was in the weeb shop in Hamburg, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm in Germany, and I am looking for the Japanese stuff in Germany. See, I've only been to like very north of Germany. But I've been there many times, I guess. Like, I've been to Kiel many times as a kid. And Hamburg once as an adult, but I do like those places. I never left my country. Understandable, traveling is like expensive. Like, I keep talking about I want to go back to Japan, and then I have to think about how expensive it is to go, and I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I'll wait another year. I never left my... No, I had read that already. There's a lot of Japanese in Brazil. I have heard that, like, there was a whole initiative for that. I don't like having this dead seal on me. That's creepy and weird. Man, this is a good Kirby. There's a lot of good Kirbys in this game. Cool. Honestly, I'm willing to go to Japan if I can bring someone who knows Japanese with me. Yeah, I think something... How should I put this? Like... That's good, of course. But I think you can get around Japan without knowing any Japanese. I think the thing to bear in mind is just like, when you are in Japan and that you don't speak Japanese, you can basically do anything that you can do otherwise. It's just gonna take like 10 times longer because you don't speak the language, right? Does that make sense? Like, you will be able to get a train, you will be able to get to your hotel, you will be able to walk around and do stuff, but because you don't speak the language, the time it takes to do anything, you need to account for that. Which, like, you might need, like, an extra hour to figure out how the train works and how to get your ticket, how to get around. And once you have learned those things, you will be fine. I don't know, it seems awkward. I feel like everyone there might be tired of random tourists. There does seem to be right now, especially like a big like anti-tourist thing going on. But I think you don't have to be too worried about that, for sure. Like, I get why Japanese people are upset with tourists. It's been like over tourism now for like years. But I think as long as you are respectful, you will probably be fine. If you're not an annoying tourist, you're good. I don't know if I would live in Japan, though, given the choice. Like, I might go Germany over Japan if I had the choice. I do get it, kind of. My city is kind of a tourist trap. Yeah. Dusseldorf is apparently really on the map for Japan. Last year there was a Pikmin event with exclusive items just for the city. That is kind of amazing. Man. Well, move to Dusseldorf. Best of both worlds. I mean, maybe. I do love Germans as well. They're kind of cool. Like, I think German, the language is like really fascinating to me. I used to listen to a lot of like German music. Like, Wir sind Helden. Pretty good. Maybe they're a bit too pop. Maybe they're not cool. I like them. Pop rock. Wir sind Helden. I did a Japan trip and got by with just a very small amount of Japanese. I really didn't have any major issues. The only place that can be tough is restaurants. I can see that. I feel like for some reason restaurants are really tough when we shouldn't be also. I don't know why, but people like to make it really hard on you. Like, I ordered ramen at a restaurant. Should be so easy. I said I want ramen. She said yes. Then she gave me something different. It's like, why? How does that happen? I was very explicit in me wanting ramen, and I did not get ramen. And my suspicion is she probably made that food for someone else, and then they didn't show up or something like that, and she was just like, oh, a foreigner. I can just give this to him. I say, I want ramen, and she was like, he doesn't give a shit. He's a foreigner. I kind of gave a shit. I kind of gave a shit, man. I was a bit worried. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to light it. Right, of course. Oh, I see. Like, she gave me a whole, like, fish soup kind of thing. And I was like, I don't like fish that much. I mean, I eat sushi occasionally. But I don't really like fish beyond that. Like, I don't want a fish soup. So I just pretended like, I don't know. Gotta go. It's nice if they have sets, and cause yeah, for sure. Did I go to? I don't think I wanted to go to like a maid cafe with my friend Sai, but he was like, no, that would be too cringe, and I was like, but that's part of the fun is like how cringe it is. But he also was there with his girlfriend, and I think maybe she would have been upset about it. She was not into the whole idol thing. She was more like, are you cheating on me? Are you going to go see girls? Man, this is kind of tough. I'm dying, am I not? I'll be fine. I also wanted to go to Disneyland, but Sai was like, no, I've been to Disneyland way too many times. Alright, no Disneyland for me. I think that's whole culture is kind of eerie for most women. Yeah, I can see that. She was like, she was from Australia, so she was not really accustomed to that. She did not consider that to be a normalized thing. Man. I walked by one maid cafe, and I looked inside, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know. I probably looked like a creepy weirdo. I peeked in. It was all these girls who were dressed like, I think they had, like, American baseball attire on. It was, like, very specific like that. And I looked at that, and then one of the girls looked at me, and she smiled like the most cutest smile ever and waved at me. And it just broke something inside of me. The illusion of, like, holy shit, someone is watching me. Like, the cutest girl in the world just waved and smiled at me to, like, make me come inside. And I just panicked and I walked away quickly. That's my only maid cafe experience. A girl waved at me, and I got scared and walked away. That's how they make money? Yeah, that is true. Like, of course. Man, this is weird. A bit realistic for a Kirby game, but kind of cool. I would like the gun, please. Ow, I'm dead. Matthias is a nosebleed kind of guy. Yeah. I'm a bit of a creepy otaku nosebleed kind of guy. Smiles. Cool, cool. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm back here. That's not what I wanted. Or whatever. Fine. I guess these ones take less damage because, you know, you can shoot at it whenever you feel like it. So that makes sense. I don't think I should go to one of those because I can't say no to women and I'd end up spending too much. Hard to say. I think I would be fine. I think me being frugal beats cute women, but I guess I've never experienced it, so I guess I can't say. I mean, that does make you the target audience. That is true. I would like to go to one. I say once, but in my heart, I know it's more than once. Oh yeah, I wanted to go to one because I wanted omurice. That's like a very popular dish there, right? You get an omurice at the maid cafe. But I think I ended up with a better option in the end, where I just had like a Japanese grandma make me an omurice. And I was like, you know what? This is way better. Just having like a grandma make me omurice over a maid. Grandma maid. That has to be a business, right? Oh yeah, I should do this instead. Of course. And then I could do this, potentially. I'm learning, I'm learning. Look at me, go. I did it. Maid Cafe, I think you should just get it, drink food, desserts. Anyway, you shouldn't get crazy. Yeah. I don't think you'll end up spending too much other than like money on food, right? I have a few boxes of Pandora that should not be opened. Yeah, I can see that. Back gambling topic, kinda. Or like drugs in general. Where it's like, it's harder to say no to something once you have experienced it, right? Like, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, because I know... well, I don't think I would get addicted to cigarettes, right? But I know that if I smoked a cigarette and I liked it, that's way more difficult than just saying no outright and never having smoked one. Best food I had in Japan was a bento that some lady was selling out of the back of her car. That does sound amazing. And best food I had in Japan was just curry at this one curry place that I can't even remember the name of. I guess it was kind of near Akihabara. That's all I remember. I think it was called Dragon Curry. I think they're kind of famous. I don't know, a friend of mine recommended it. And he was like, you gotta go here. And I was like, damn, this is good. I was really... How do I avoid this? I was really, really into curry in that period. And I can't say I won't do it again. And how is this boss so difficult? I'm gonna die. Damn. That's my first death in the game, isn't it? I had a sandwich at IKEA recently, it was so good. It's been a long time since I had anything at IKEA. IKEA food rules, yeah. It is very just like... I guess it's weird for me to have like food at IKEA, because for me, that's just like home cooking, right? That's just like what I cook at home already. Okay, there definitely is a pattern here that I can like avoid. But I was like doing it in a really weird way, I guess. It was way simpler than I thought it was. But this part, actually, I'm kind of uncertain about. Damn it. Almond tart, man, I used to have that all the time at my grandparents'. Oh, I can kind of see a pattern here now that I couldn't see before. I see. Okay, now I know. Yeah, I like IKEA food, but it's basically just like regular Swedish food for to me. So it's like, why go bear for that? That's like, oh, all right. That's what he wanted me to do. It's just what my parents made me all the time. I haven't tried the actually Swedish food. I always just have a sandwich and cinnamon roll. One day, you need to push yourself. Go and get it. Maybe I needed that, now that I think about it. It's the same thing. Never mind. Oh. Oh. IKEA family points to eat for free. I didn't know you could do that. I'm the type to always order the same thing at the same place. I'm kind of like that. It varies. I mean, damn it. It's hard to predict when it ends. And I die just when I feel like it should be fine there. There we go. Oh my god. I used to frequent one sushi place all the time and always order the same thing. And one time I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna have something else. And then I went there and the guy was just like, the usual friend? And he had never said that before. And I was just like, yeah, the usual. I could not say no to that when he was like the usual and he called me friend. It's like, yeah, damn, I can never order anything different ever again now. I did eventually get the courage to do that, but not that one time. How long is this game? Am I actually, like, reaching the end soon? There's more that I want to do in the game, though, even after I beat it. Like, this kind of feels like a collection of mini-bosses, doesn't it? And if I feel like I could do something like this... Oop. Oh, I didn't get it. I forgot I did not want that. I talked about this also a bit, but like one time, I guess I didn't talk about the full story. But one time I was like walking by this street and I saw a Japanese shop, so of course I was curious, like, what? Like there's just like a Japanese shop here, like in my city that I've never seen before on the street that I don't frequent. It was like a street that's like not very like popular or populous or anything like that, so I was a bit confused by it. So I wandered in, and there was no one there. And I was like, huh. But I kind of looked around, and I was like, this is... What do they sell here? It was like porcelain and rice. It wasn't really a whole lot of things. And I was kind of confused by it. Like, I don't know, like, if I want anything here, but I was kind of, like, puzzled by it. Like, it's like just like a random Japanese shop in my city. How did this happen? Well, I kind of needed that, I think. So I wandered in, and apparently that sprung like some kind of like... Apparently the shop was closed. And me wandering sprung like some kind of intrusion alarm. So I was walking around in this Japanese shop, like, what did they sell here? What's going on? And some other guy just ran to the shop like, holy shit, there's a break-in happening. And he told his boss or whatever. There was two guys who owned like a sushi place. And one of them running over like, holy shit, break-in, someone in there. But I don't feel like I did anything wrong. The door was open, so I walked inside and I was like, okay, I shop. And it seems like it's open. There's just no one in here right now, or whatever. The heroes type situation, when you have to buy something and turn it into... I don't know, did I do anything wrong by just walking into a shop? I checked if it was open, the door was open, I walked in. But then the owners came by and they were like, they could tell like, oh, this is not like a serious break-in or anything like that. It was just like, it seems to be a confused guy. And then we just talked for a bit about like how he worked in Japan as a chef. Had his food. Not really to my taste, to be honest, didn't really like it. I mean, if it was open, yeah, I think they forgot to lock the door. And my logic was just like, oh, I want to check if this place is open. So I checked the door, it was open, I could open it and go inside. So I was like, oh, I think they are open, but maybe the owner's like in the back right now or something like that. You know, sometimes owner will be like that. Damn it. Well, now I know what to do. I have to go back with the car? He does have a monkey scream, that monkey, but I don't feel like that's a real monkey. Let's go, let's go. Do I have to... How do I get the car up there? Hold on. Turbo dash. I may have to walk out again. So be it. We could connect a little bit. You know, when I was in Japan, I was in Ikebukuro, and when he was in Japan, when he lived there, he was in Ikebukuro. I used to work at a dry clean store and served a lot of Japanese customers. The store even had our services listed in Japanese on the window. That's cool. Do I talk about Japan a lot? Maybe. But it is an interest of mine. Big fan. There we go. Lots of Japanese salarymen. Outside of Japan. I did help a Japanese salaryman once. At a grocery store. He was like trying to buy like I can't remember what he was trying to buy. But he was trying to buy stuff. Actually no, I do remember it. It was like alcohol, but like low percentage alcohol. And he could not figure out like the button to press to confirm your purchase. And I was just like Midori, like green, like hit the green one. I didn't know a lot of Japanese men, but he was very thankful. I told him it was a green button. I don't know, is that not clear? Oh my god, this might be tough. Oh no. Surely there's like green buttons in Japan. I can't remember, I can't recall. They share a health bar? How scary is that? Imagine sharing your health bar with someone else. Your twin could be out there doing all kinds of stuff. You could be out smoking, drinking. I'll be afraid to press unlabeled buttons in a foreign country too. I think it was labeled though. I think it was labeled with like, but maybe it was like he was not used to reading in English. I think it was English even. When you're a baby, you're sharing your health bar. That is true. But these are too grown to be babies, right? Imagine being born with a twin, and your twin shares the same health bar as you. That's so scary. I don't like it. He's beaten. He's given up. When you were a baby, what did you like to do? You used to be so cool, man. You used to love milk. You barely drink milk anymore, man. Siamese twins going up a health bar. This is going back to a parasocial gamer bit. Parasocial streamer. Man, when you were a baby, you were so cool. Now you just talk about stuff. You didn't used to do that. Kind of a premise for Sense8 and Kisnaiba. I've never seen those. I know Kisnaiba has like a really good intro though. I've seen that. I did it. Christmas. We're here. All you're talking about is taxes these days. What about the triangle in blue? Man, you used to talk about stuff like your favorite color and like, what color is this? And we were trying to learn how to count and read, and now you don't even appreciate like counting and reading it anymore. I like Kiss Sniper, both ending and opening are cool, nice art. I don't even think I've seen the ending. I was just a fan of Boom Boom Satellites who did the opening, the band. But I'm sad because the vocalist is dead. He died from cancer. Sad, sad. What is it with Japanese artists and musicians dying from like brain tumors? That seems to be like a very common thing for some reason. Boom Boom Satellites. I miss him. I think he knew English very well. It's always some weird disease, yeah. I don't think we should ask people what their favorite animal is. It's still a great question even as an adult. I think it still holds up. And I don't even know what I would answer to that question, and I think that might make it more intriguing, right? Like yesterday, I was thinking about this question. Man, see, this is really going somewhere. What is your favorite animal? And yesterday I was thinking, maybe I like foxes. Maybe I love foxes, actually. Today, I'm thinking, no, I fucking don't. I don't like foxes. Is this the final level of a game? What the hell? This is... Wait, what? Dead? Am I at the final level? Where am I? If I'm about to beat the game, then I had no clue. He looks so weird here. Kinda cool, though. Very evil. He seems a bit bigger than usual, a bit angrier than usual. What's going on, man? Oh. I think I need this. Alright, he seems beatable. I like that they made the final boss beatable in this game. Damn. Maybe not. My favorite animal is Jigglypuff. That does not count, man. I told you this back in grade school. What is grade school again? I'm not American, so I don't know what grade school is. I told you this back in 2nd grade, man. Jigglypuff is not real. I'm so upset with you right now. It does. Okay. Is this the final boss? Oop. Kinda tough, actually. Nowhere is that SVN64 game. Damn it. Well then, my favorite animal is dragons. Acceptable. I used to have a friend who I thought... I had a friend who was really smart, or at the very least I saw him as like a smart kid. He was like a smart kid with good grades and everything. And one day, he started talking to me about dragons, and he said, like, no, dragons are actually real. And I was like, what? No, they're not. They're not real. Dragons are not real. And we were, I think we were maybe like 14 or whatever. Like, I think we were a bit past this, right? So, that's why it confused me. It's not something you should believe at age 14. But he was like, no, I saw this documentary that dragons were real. And some people might know what I'm talking about. Like, Discovery Channel, I think it was, had like this fictional documentary kind of, where they were doing like, what if dragons were real? They were like treating it like they were real. And he saw that and took it on faith, like, oh, they figured it out. Dragons are real. And I was so confused by that, because I was like, this is the smartest guy I know. And he's a fucking moron. He's a fucking idiot. What happened? He thought dragons were real because he saw a fake documentary that was on TV. And he took that in good faith. Like, dragons are real, I guess. I guess I never knew. Damn it. Whoa. My sister had a friend who believed in Santa. Was a teen? Her parents were actively encouraging it. What do you mean? No, Santa is real. I met him like several times. I guess some people just never meet him. It can be a bit tricky to time this, though. But maybe I'm being a bit too careful. I mean, I have 1 health left, so maybe I should be careful. So you might see him at a corner store. Yeah. Yeah, we live kind of near each other. He's like in Finland. Damn it! Fuck! I could have beaten him in 1 try. But you know what? He was kind of tough. My biggest mistake was grabbing those power-ups, man. That's my only regret. I probably saw Santa buying cigarettes at one point. I've seen Swedish celebrities in real life, but if I talked about them, no one would know who they are. Yeah, I saw the guy from that one Swedish sitcom, you guys know? That one and only sitcom set in Gothenburg. I saw the TV host of that one big show. Cool. But it was kind of interesting seeing that one TV host, just because he was like so... This was years off TV. And I noticed him and I saw him, and he had grown like long balding hair and a big mustache. So at first I could kind of immediately recognize that it was him, but he looked so different. He had just fully embraced like the old retired man lifestyle. It was kind of hard to recognize him. I had to do like a double check, like, no, I was right, that is him. Can I check the controls real quick? Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure there was like, is there a speed up thing? No. It's kind of hard to avoid attacks in this game. If you don't have a power up, that is. What's the most famous person you've ever interacted with? I mean, I've interacted with is different, right? Like, that's all Swedish people, I assume. I've seen, this is not an interaction, but I've seen the guy who played C-3PO. I saw the guy who, what's Vern Trayer, the Minimi? I saw him like months before he died, and I saw him and I was like, that guy does not look good. When I saw him like before he died, that sounds more personal. But I saw him at a convention like months before he died, yeah, Minimi. And I saw him and immediately I was just like, he does not look well. Like, he looks like he's dead. So, I don't know, then I saw he was dead, and I was like, that makes sense. Holy shit. First try and a half. Wow. Is this a final? Did I beat the game? Holy shit. The dance we all know and love. What? He's there. He's coming towards me. Hold on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no. Oh, shit. Man, fuck this guy. Why is he so evil all of a sudden? What's going on? I was kind of convinced I had beaten the game there for a second. This is actually sad. Damn. Day-to-day is cool. He is cool, I will admit to that. There's a whole nother island? Holy shit. All along? I have to go somewhere else. That's crazy. I mean, that's kind of why I thought it was the end. Like, this is the end of the island. Original wasteland. What the hell? I gotta go save my friend. I wanted to see if I know what... Is there no Halloween level? Was I mistaken about that? Maybe. I think I will be right back for 5 minutes, though. Pause.
Game Boy Bros. 君は何色？あ、GameCube。
動物の森のカードができました。カードに書かれた秘密の合言葉をゲームキューブで使うと返事の手紙や素敵なアイテムが手に入ります。また一つここでの暮らしが楽しくなりました。
動物の森の世界がもっと広がる。動物の森プラスカード E200 円。
ビッグボンバーだ。ビッグボンバ
ー。100メガショックネオジオ。
出るんですか出ないんですか。いい加減本当のこと言ってください。ああ、これ一体何ですか。
その噂は本当だった。ザ・キングオブファイターズ94ネオジオ CD で新発売。 SNK。 よしやるぞ。ゲームスタート。やるな。
お兄ちゃん強い。パーティー最高。家族任天堂ゲームキューブマリオパーティー5ホットマリオ
by Edison。今始まる新たなボンバー伝説。 3D 空間で炸裂する立体新爆発。任天堂64で登場。バックボンバーマン。
RPG スーパーマリオ RPG ロールプレイングゲームやったことない人も OK マリオと旅に出よう。ドラマを作ろう。ロールプレイングゲームやり尽くした人も満足させます。マリオです。スーパーファミコンソフトスーパーマリオ RPG スーパーファミコンが4000円安くなるクーポン券付き。
できた。テレビでゲームボーイソフトが遊べるスーパーゲームボーイの発明じゃ。スーパーゲームボーイにゲームボーイソフトをセットしてスーパーファミコンに差し込むとさらにいろいろ好きな色も自由につけられるのじゃ。
博士、
これまでのゲームボーイソフトは
もちろん全部色付きで遊べるのじゃ。
ゲームボーイソフトとスーパーファミコンの夢の架け橋スーパーゲームボーイ。新しいドンキーコングとテトリスプラッシュも同時発売。
新しい時代へ。クロノクロス11月18日発売。
私は通訳のバイリンガエル。カエルの本音を聞いてあげる。わからない。
王子がカエルに、カエルがヘビに。変身ギャグベンチャーゲームボーイソフト。カエルのために金はなる。
ゲロゲロ。
64謎もある、仕掛けもある。今度はちょっと頭も使う。任天堂ドンキーコング64メモリー拡張パックとセットで登場。ドンキーコング
すべては君へつながる。コカ・コーラ。
助けてください。あなた頑張って。
もうダメだ。
何言ってるの。諦めちゃダメ。
今までありがとう。
神様、一生のお願いです。神様。
そなたの望みを一つだけ叶えてあげよう。
助かった。
あなた。二十歳の肌にしてください。
え？
20歳の肌になるエステワム。
やろうぜまた一緒に。 PS2 でパラッパツ4キュッパだ。
プレイステーション。
12月1日からファイナルファンタジー7予約開始。コンビニなら限定ガイドブックを50万名様にプレゼント。
予約するならコンビニだ。
夏だ、スイカだ、カービィだ。暑い夏はコピー&アクションですっきり爽快。任天堂 3DS 星のカービィロボボプラネット。
I'm back. Hi. I was kind of thinking about I might do this level and then we could do something different. I was kind of thinking G4. I was talking about that in the beginning. I kind of want to watch an episode of G4. And that might be a horrible idea. But I'm curious now. Is this a different enemy from before? Or is this... No, he looks like the guy I met at Dead Today. Gun, please? Give me gun. Is there like a lack of variety in enemies in this game, or are we getting to something now? Like the snake seems a bit new, right? Cool. Not really a fan of snakes. Or any reptile, I guess. I don't know. Is that offensive to anyone if I say I don't like snakes? Or is that understandable? I've definitely seen cute snakes. I'll say that. But I've never been like, oh, I would love to own a snake. I need to have a snake. Is that a treasure box? No? Okay. Cool, cool. I guess I don't really want to own any animal, I guess, is the thing. I have a cat, and I'm satisfied with that. Something easy to take care of. All other animals are like too much work. Oh man. Oh, sea monkeys? I would maybe go for a sea monkey. Aren't sea monkeys those things you like buy and you put in the water, like a water tank? You start a new civilization. Sea monkeys, why are they called? Yes. Okay, I'm thinking of the same thing. I mean... plot twist. Defeat the lost squishy. Okay. Need my gun. Give Kirby his gun back. There we go. In Germany, we call them prehistoric crabs. I don't think we have a name for that in Swedish. Sea monkey. I don't think that ever was like a trend here. Was it? I kind of want to look that up real quick. Sea monkeys? Maybe we could browser this. Browser? Activate? Sea monkeys. Oh, I imagined them looking a bit different, actually. I mean, I never imagined them to look like a literal monkey or anything like that. But that was not it. They're like, just little, like, things. Gross. Weird. Sea monkeys. Swedish. There's no article for them in Swedish. Swedish. They're not called sea monkeys in Swedish, are they? What? Oh, but no, that's not right. That is not right. That's just like a direct translation. Marketing term for brine shrimp. Okay, so they're shrimp. Like, that makes more sense. And they're called Artemia. That's very artistic, very artful. I would like some Artemia. It's kind of cool. Artemia. Sick. Cool. I guess that's it. That's all I wanted to know. Artemia. I guess sea monkeys is a good term. Now, I think I might be better sold on sea monkeys. Artemia? It sounds like, I don't know, like a serious hobby when you put it like that. I'm getting Artemia. I'm buying Artemia. Yeah, I've been taking care of some Artemia. It's like, what the fuck? What is Artemia? Well, it's a kind of shrimp. But it's not quite a shrimp. Like, there's a shrimp called Artemia? Yeah. What are they called in English? Sea monkey. Okay. But imagine the disappointment of talking so well of Artemia in Swedish. And then you tell them, oh yeah, in English we're called sea monkeys. I think that would just kill all of the charm of it. It's like the entire time I thought you were talking about something like important and beautiful. But I would buy sea monkeys rather than Artemia. Sounds like a plant? It does. It sounds like a bush or something like that. And I did not get the thing. Couldn't figure out how to get that chest, and I think there might have been another thing to shoot. Oh well. Another time. I have to cut my Artemia. That sounds so bad. I cut my Artemia. Like, holy shit, are you okay? I'll be fine. It's just a scratch. Okay, well, what? Well, where is the Artemia? It's in my sea monkey. We shouldn't be friends. We shouldn't talk anymore. Only 3 stitches. Doctor told me they had to cut my Artemia. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I don't have to drop that. I always forget. Alright. How do I open this phone? Artemia transplantation. Oh, holy shit. I mean, that's what you could say, right? If it's like, if you're just like moving your Artemia, your sea monkeys around, you're moving places, then you could be like, yeah, I had to transplant my Artemia. It's like, holy shit, are you okay? Yeah. I had to do it all on my own. Then that's when I would get worried. Like, what do you mean you had to do it on your own? You should not trust yourself to transport your own Artemia. Yeah. Yet, I did. What if you call them, like, sea devils? Or, like, Isphir... Maybe that's a real... That has to be, like, a real fish already, right? There's probably a fish called a sea devil. Like the enemy of a sea monkey. There could be like a whole lore thing going on here. You build the civilization of the sea monkeys. I mean, that's how I know about them. I know them from South Park, and they made it look really cool. South Park made it look like sea monkeys was like its own like little like civilization of sea people and sea men. I guess that's what they called it. But like, if you built your own little civilization. Holy shit, I got sea monkeys. Then introducing an enemy to your civilization. What's the opposite of a monkey? We've talked about this before. But there has to be. There has to be an opposite of a monkey. Cool. Dance. Nice. Invincible candy? Cool. Okay, now I would like to watch G4, and I will watch the first episode ever of G4. As fish, a fish, as in you can't demand a fish climb a tree. Or can you? Was that my conclusion from last time? There might be something to that. Fish is the opposite of a monkey. That is true, actually. Holy shit. Can you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree? Possibly. Never say never. Everything is possible. Let's see. I wasn't here last time. I was dismissed. I can't remember if that was the conclusion we came to. Why must there be an opposite to a monkey? I guess that is also a good question. Why must there be an opposite? Hello, Steezy. If you judge an ability, there's illegit commentary. I would like to watch G4. First ever episode. This could be horribly cringe. This could be a really bad idea. Oh yeah, X-Play. It's on G4. But the show itself is called X-Play? Something like that?
Tonight on X-Play, Tao Feng and the ancient art of ripping people limb from limb.
This is the first episode.
MLB Slugfest and a do-it-yourself commando course, courtesy of Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Stick around, it's game time.
There's a yin to every yang, a bit of fish in every monkey. I think there is an opposite to a monkey. It might be the fish. There has to be a yin to the yang, as you stated. It doesn't even have to be the opposite, right? Just opposite energy. What? Oh, so this is not like this is a.
Thank you so much, Mr. Disembodied Voice. You're welcome. Yes, and you're welcome to Extended Play. We're gaming.
Adam, that's X-Play.
Oh, so I didn't know this was a continuation of like a previous show.
Long live the X-Play. Shorter, powerful,
X-Play.
cute. You know, little X-Play.
Not wait, hold on. What is? Can we find X-Play episode 1? Someone else already searched this. X-Play episode 1. Do I want to watch that? I'm not. X-Play. This is X-Play. Okay, no, this is the thing I was literally just watching. I'm so confused. The black and white shaky cam.
That means we're coming up in the world. Now, I'm not
saying
I
Man.
didn't have any crew on that
I got so confused. It felt like they were introducing X-Play as the previous format. But it seemed like there was a previous format, but it had a different name. They just didn't name it.
Hello and welcome to Extended Play. I'm Adam Sessling. No, cut. All right. Hello and welcome to Extended Play. I'm Adam Sessler. Grand Theft Auto is really popular.
Grand
Just some
Theft Auto.
points now. Well, another thing we're going to be able to do here on Extended Play. X-Play. I'm just excited to be in this studio. I mean, you need to look at this place. We have top-notch.
This might be the best that Adam Sessler has ever been, though. He's like so disinterested in like other specials and what I've seen later of him.
That's the guy with the Holdy camera. We have Word Scrolly.
He actually
and
has
we
like
have
energy.
Morgan Webb. Right here, Morgan Webb, playing games, you know, hanging out. Why? Why are you here?
They didn't tell you they hired me for the new show?
No, why'd they do that?
There was a meeting.
Okay, cool.
God, it's good to be up here on Extended Play.
Adam?
Yeah, I know, it's X-Play. Well, we've got the new name,
Extended Play? I'm so confused. Was Extended Play the previous show?
Place to get dope on Games and Gamers.
Every night, we're going to bring it on with previews, cheats, the stories
on.
behind the games, and of course, the backbone of the show, reviews.
Yeah, now, speaking of backbone, it's very appropriate for our first review of our first show here. Of
Extended
X-Play.
Play.
Now, it's obviously back when we were a kid, I used to love to rip the spine out of people and snap it over the thigh, and that would have been the Mortal Kombat.
The immortal Mortal Kombat. That game almost flunked me out of college.
Yes, and my grades flunked me out of college. But
Oh,
anyway,
there was
that's
an extended play, but it was very
the
short.
co-creator of the original
Only
Mortal
22
Kombat is
episodes.
back with a new game. It's called Tao Feng, Fist of the Lotus. Now,
Tao
of course,
Feng.
the question is it as gory and especially
East
is
of
it
a
as
lotus,
good
like
as the
east of a
classic?
flower?
Take a look.
East of a rose. Does that make any sense to you?
Can't you play harder?
What the fuck is this?
It's like she's
I've
coming on.
never heard of this.
Whatever.
Tao Feng?
Sounds kind of like Chow Fun, which reminds me of Wang Chung.
Okay.
Makes me want a Qing Dao. Enough word association. Back to the fight.
The correlation is only this is Asian stuff. It doesn't sound anything like the other thing.
And as here, show a shocking lack of regard for the principles of gravity.
I've never seen this before. It's just Mortal Kombat, but it's not.
Like Beef Gone Bad, the game is truly jerky. Modern fighting games should be a whole lot more fluid than this. Tao Feng seems to be mired in a visual hiccup fit. Many players will have a better shot at mastering the sitar than the rhythm of this game.
I kind of want to look up. Whoops. I wanted to look up.
The game does try out some nifty ideas. That's not one of them.
Tao
I love
Feng.
the idea that arms and legs can
Did this
break through
perform well?
Limb damage alert.
or by being hurled into a museum display case.
Critical acclaim? What do the critics say? Reception? Mixed reviews. That's not good. GameSpy gave it 1 out of 5 stars. We all love GameSpy. I think I might have been, I don't know, the only guy who listened to GameSpy. Man, are they're defunct? Yeah, they've been away for a long time now. My God.
Except I want to see that damaged limb dangling loose like a pathetic limp gnat. All in all, Tao Feng's kind of sloppy, like Chow Fun.
Doesn't sound like it.
Surprise that the game plays a bit like Mortal Kombat.
The joke is it's
That
Asian.
means the fighting styles are
I get
bizarre
it.
and unrealistic and stem from some metalhead's power fantasy rather than actual bone-breaking martial arts. That means you can pull off cheap moves like this. Trust me, your friends won't like it.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Ow!
Now don't expect much from the
That's
story
happened to me.
unless you love Mortal Kombat.
I was playing a fighting game once with a friend of mine when I was a kid, and he hit me in the nose. And I was so upset with him that I was like, "You're not allowed to come over to play video games anymore."
Like Wang Chung.
It's not. Doesn't sound like it.
Visually, though, the game's right up to date. Look, nifty shadows. Hello, broken floor. One nice aspect is that the characters actually show wear and tear.
Oh, that's nice. Oh yeah.
Ripped clothing.
Oh yeah. I
Now,
see. I
don't plan to
see.
get too
So this was
titillated
the
with
selling
these
point.
girls.
Bet you've never partied with a real dragon.
Or mime, for that matter. While the game has a high
Huh?
Betty count, it's not like DOA 3's nice-looking girls.
Didn't this
who made
become like a
bad life
common
choices.
feature in fighting games over
Here, they
time
look
though?
like they stepped off a Grace Jones album
Like
cover
I don't know if they innovated it.
and were denied entry to a club.
I'm gonna eat you alive.
Of course, you pop a couple of Ching Daos, and everything can look better.
Pain makes you violent.
Hello there.
Sometimes.
To conclude, for those waiting for the next Xbox
Depends on
fight
how
classic,
competitive you can
Chao
get.
Feng is a functional fighter that will appeal to old school fanatics of the Chow Fun Wang Chung Ching Dao variety.
Okay,
Everyone
that's,
else,
that's
equal
actually a pretty good joke.
The game
I
is a
kind of
floor
have to applaud them for that. They set it up for that.
Yep, they spent what, three
years,
years working
yeah.
on that game, and we reduced it to Chinese takeout and crappy 80s music in about 3 minutes. We're gonna make friends here on XPlay.
Okay, what happens if you're a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan like I am?
Well, the
Still
fact
no?
is, well, no, the game is made only for the hardcore Mortal Kombat fans. That's what the problem is. So if you're really interested, go rent it. Check it out that way.
Yeah, it basically just
Get
seems like,
comfortable.
do you like Mortal Kombat? Here is Mortal Kombat,
So
but not
good.
Mortal
We've got
Kombat.
plenty more
It's
on
not a
today's
good selling
extended
point.
Play.
X-Play.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't.
It's all in the inflection.
Coming up, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Raven
So
Shield.
I feel like
The
some.
Adventures of Adam Sessler.
Oh my God, Psychic
SWAT
Refugee.
Commando.
Hello, thank you for the raid. I was playing Kirby, but I was too curious about X-Play. Moomin raid. Fellow Finland fans. Are you guys familiar with X-Play? I don't even know what year this is. You guys remember CD players? Oh my God, that's amazing. Aibo. You guys love Aibo? I am Matthias. I've heard tell of X-Play. I never really had any show like this in Sweden, so I'm really curious about it. Feels like something that was my generation, but not. I just never got to experience it.
Welcome back. Now, Morgan, I'm all flush, but how was your first commercial break?
It was not as good as the one we had on the screensavers.
What did you do there?
We had masseuses, and they would come out and give people just a little rub down during the break.
Really, there's a guy who poked me with a stick at Metron. Here, I can't even get a Diet Coke.
It really all depends on how you ask.
Can I have a sip?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Back to the business
weird.
of the show. Squad-based action
It's
games are often referred to as the
I don't get the
thinking man's
joke.
first-person shooter, which means that first-person shooters
But I
are
feel like
second-person
even
squad
when they
action
do
games.
jokes
Anyway, in my
well,
mind, there's really only
it's
one
like
company
really
that does
bad
something like that,
pacing
right?
and not done with
Hey,
good
guys,
timing.
well, they've happily graced us with another offering.
I had such a
Rainbow Six.
huge crush on Morgan Webb. Is that her?
Only one defense stands between the world and all the forces that threaten it.
Man, this is my generation, and it's
An international task force dedicated
and yet I can't remember a single one of these games. I guess Rainbow Six has been around for a long time,
And
right?
dying it.
That's Mean Girl host. Okay.
And dying it.
I don't think have I ever? No, I think I played one Rainbow Six game, but I can't
Yes,
remember
it's
which
time
one
to return
even.
to the wonderful world of squad-based tactical shooters. And
Love your
nobody
avatar
does
staff. Thank
tactical
you.
shooters like
Drew it
Tom
myself.
Clancy. This time it's the third chapter in the Rainbow Six series, Raven Shield.
I like the
If
little,
you're
I
unfamiliar
like being a
with
bit
the way
doodly.
things work in Tommy Boy's universe,
Sweden,
let
man, I
me
love
give you a few
AML
pointers.
Lundaberga
First off,
as a kid.
don't do
How do you know about that? Do you not know Sweden? But you know that? Or
Mission failed.
you're not Swedish, but you know about Emil?
this.
Every
In Raven
FPS
Shield,
from this
it's
era
not
looks
the size of your
exactly the
gun that
same.
matters, it's the brains behind it.
Like, this
The
could
rule
be
of thumb is
anything.
one shot, one kill.
Contact. Threat neutralized.
One shot, one kill.
Threat down.
Of course, you can die just as easily. So, for God's sake, be careful out there.
Mission failed.
Cool.
Your team was wiped out.
They had it on
Levels
German
are
TV.
strewn
Oh
with
yeah, I
hidey
guess
holes,
I've heard
which
it
makes
was
sneaking up
called
on unsuspecting
Michelle.
terrorists a bit easier, but also
Really?
gives said terrorists ample opportunity to ambush your ass.
Hold on. Michelle? Can I find Emil in German? Now I'm too curious about this. Hold on, my ADHD brain is taking over. Emil i Lönneberga in German? I cannot find it. No thousands of video games.
The levels are
But the German intro same for...
Balkan
I never
and/or
saw
Middle
that one, I'm
Eastern
pretty
types that
sure.
we've seen all too often. Starting off in Switzerland, you head over to South America.
You know what
where
I
you play
dislike
over
though? The English...
Good luck
Did you
getting
guys talk
a
about
scan in that
movements?
outfit, though.
The English movements intro? And English movements in general, they don't, in the Swedish movements, they speak. Every single character speaks with a Finnish accent.
And generally murky.
It's perfect like that. Everything movements should have a Finnish accent to it.
Looks like the host of Robot Wars and sounds like Ringo Starr.
There's something odd about this operation.
Your arsenal
Ringo
is
Starr.
also ultra-realistic. Instead of freaky-ass goo guns and BFGs, you have an M16A2 assault rifle and MK23 pistols.
Sing Doodle Day.
One slight departure from reality, though. Zooming in with the assault rifle makes
Man.
sense. But we're a little unclear as to how the
I want to go back to the
pistols
awkward
Maybe you're just
hosts.
squinting really hard. There's a reason why they call it a tactical shooter, and this is it. Before each
Mhm.
mission, you can plot out a course for
Aren't
your
all
assault
these
with
games
minute detail.
kind of like this
Let's
even
see,
now? I guess
also
that would
here
make sense for a
and here.
franchise
You
to be the
guys
same,
go
right?
there, etc. It can get pretty hardcore. But once you've walked down a body-strewn corridor, you'll be thanking your buddies on Team Green. Or
Team
you have
Green?
the option to just run in guns a-blazing.
I used to know a
If
guy
your
from Team
idea of a
Green.
good use of brains in a shooter is as wall decoration, Raven Shield may not be your
He's
game.
not green anymore.
But if you crave the challenge of intelligent combat, then this is the game for you.
How did he get from Kirby to X-Play? I guess it was in the beginning. I was talking about X-Play.
One last point.
And I was like, I didn't really grow up with this kind of stuff. And then later on, I beat a boss. And I was like, I kind of want to watch X-Play.
Alright, so I played this one too. It's a great game, and you know I love the
Does it make
first-person shooter
sense?
To begin with. Yeah, the little squad-based action, it really brings a little more challenge to the game. Plus, being a commando, you know, cat suits, huddling with guys named Hondo, laser scopes.
This is so awkward.
But don't you
I
love
can't,
it?
I can't stand it.
Actually, like the very friendly people over
I don't think I would have watched this as a kid. Now that I'm actually seeing it, I'm like,
Did you shoot
man,
It was dark, I don't know.
the outfits.
Rainbow Six
I feel like every guy was just like that in whatever year this was.
Yep, that keeps happening. So,
2003? Okay.
I accepted Ubisoft's invitation to come down to a
Yeah.
launch event and play through a level of the game in real life. It modeled one of the levels after an actual old
Now,
building at the
I
Presidio.
think we can. I think we get it, right? It's all a bunch of boring games, and I think the hosts are really awkward. X-Play. Cool. Yeah, we game. We like gaming.
Welcome back to X-Play. Got it. Okay.
Great, you're a genius.
That's the joke.
Battlefield
It's just random
1942.
noise.
I love it. I play it a lot, but there are a few of you out there who don't seem to quite get the message.
Holy shit,
I want
Battlefield?
all of you to get the hell out of
I played this. Holy shit, I played this so much.
We play a lot of Battlefield 1942. A lot of it. And we're starting to notice some disturbing trends.
Okay.
So there's some
My
certain
interest is
folks
back.
out there that we'd like to have a chat with. You know who you are.
Why did they lower the volume all of a sudden?
First and foremost, some of you seem a little unclear about how to actually play the game. To win, you need to control flags.
Yeah.
Flags are a control point. If your team
It was just
doesn't
an
have any
entire
control
game that was
points,
all about controlling
die.
flags. No one ever did it.
Flags. All together now. Flags. Now you got it. Flags are your sweet master. You need to go around
I've
and
not
get as
thought
many
about
flags
this
as you
game in
can
forever.
and not stand around doing something stupid.
In my
For instance,
memory, it looked
plane
so
camping.
much
Every time I
better.
play a match, a
In
good
my
third of
memory,
team
this
is
was
out there on
all
the airfield
so
waiting for the
realistic.
plane to pop up. There's more to this game than just justifying that purchase of a flight stick. Flags. All together now. Flags.
Mhm.
Come on,
I mean,
troops,
I
go
like
out
that
there, do
gameplay,
some
though.
fighting, and I promise you, I will sit in this anti-aircraft gun and blow up the planes as they spawn until someone goes and gets me a flag. Now. So let's not forget.
I
this
talked about this
is a
game
team
so
game.
much
There's
when
no
I played it that I interrupted
So, if you're an
class to talk
engineer
about
and
it, and the
someone has a
teacher
broken
called me
tank,
out and was like,
fix the
Matthias, can you
tank.
stop talking
And if you're a medic,
about
someone
Japan?
crying out for
And I was like,
healing,
no,
go
I was
get
not talking
heals
about
out.
Japan. I
Come
was
on,
talking
let's play
about
some
playing
Spanish.
as
Get
Japan in a
little
video
squad
game.
together here and there, because
Did not
four of you
help. Did not
acting
help the
together
situation.
can easily steamroll
You could
over
play as
12
Japan in a video
idiots who are
game.
running around acting like they're Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But that was how I learned that from that
It's so
teacher.
important.
I
When
apparently had a
friendly fire is
reputation
on
of
and a
talking a
teammate
lot about
accidentally
Japan.
kills you,
That was the
go.
very early
Because when
stage
you
of my
kill him in
weakness.
revenge and you lose points for the teams, that makes me want to kill you.
Ow! Watch it! Don't shoot!
Fellow Battlefield players, grab a flag and
Am I
come
thinking of the
together.
wrong game?
Heed my
Am I
words
thinking of
and
the
we
wrong
can
game?
achieve the holy
Was this
grail of
not the one where he
online
plays
gaming.
Japan?
An idiot-free
I think it might have been the one that came after this.
I mean it.
No, I think that was
I'll
it.
tell you, I'm not a
You
big
could
fan
play
of
as Japan.
team-based games.
You?
No, because I don't play shooters to make friends. I play them to shoot things.
All right, okay, but we still make a good team, right?
I might think about keeping you around.
All right, can I have a Coke?
No.
Okay. All right, that's X-Play for tonight. Catch us tomorrow night.
We're here every night. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you. I did skip a baseball game, but I think I'm good. I kind of like baseball, and I kind of would like to play a baseball game. Maybe not on stream, but I'm kind of vibing with baseball as a sport. I've never really been huge on sports or anything like that. I guess, I don't know, I think it's just gonna do it for tonight. I was actually about to raid, if you want to stick around for that, because I've also been streaming for 3 hours now. I played a baseball game on Facebook. Okay. I've never been hugely into sports, but also thank you everyone thank you for a raid also. Psychic Refugee. I'm sorry that I immediately am raiding, but I do appreciate it. But I'm also having a birthday stream on Wednesday. It's my birthday on December 10. Oh, it happens. No problem. Let's raid Ray. Ray is streaming. Catch up with Ray, fellow friend of the show. Although Ray had a controversial thing. I don't know if this is too controversial. Maybe we could even have a raid message, actually. Green apples are better than red apples. Raid. Maybe people would disagree with this raid. Green apples are better than red apples. Raid. Because Ray sent me a personal message just to say that red apples are better than green apples after watching an old VOD of mine. I think we need to set things clear. We need to turn the tide around. We need to turn it back. We need to bring apples back to where they should be. That's a perfect raid message. Green apples are better than red apples raid. Perfect. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Birthday stream on Wednesday. You can check out the Discord if you want a notification. I don't even know if I agree with the message. I just would like to annoy Ray. That's like 99% of my motivation. Haha, smiles. See ya. See you soon. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Had fun. I'll get back to Kirby. Good night.